I don't mean just to go to seed or the idea of success and failure, but I keep thinking back to a friend of mine that I knew some 40, 50 years ago, Rob and Aline, I'll just call them that. When I first met them, they had a pretty nice piece of ground, comfortable house, farm equipment, pretty garden plot. But with some dealings with some rather unscrupulous people, he lost all of that. And when he and his wife passed away, they were living in a little 4 room shotgun house out in the middle of a God-forsaken field. A lot of people would say he was just a failure, but I'm telling you, he was one of the most successful Christians I have ever known. He would come to me in my office and he would say, Brother Don, I want you to go with me to see this couple or this person or this family. And off we would go. We would make those visits, and some of them we would see, and I would think, well, this was certainly a waste of time. But then one morning, one Sunday morning, when the invitation was given, I looked, and there was an older couple stepping out from the pew where they were seated near the back and making their way to the front. And they came down to the front and they said, we want to receive Christ as Lord and Savior and confess Him. And so we received them into the church, and I had the privilege of baptizing Collins and Odessa. Wonderful people, just good people. Rob told me later, he said, I've been praying for 20 years that they would come to know the Lord. Big tears rolling from his eyes down his cheeks. Praying 20 years that these would come to know the Lord. And then that Sunday morning, they came to know the Lord. A faithful witness, a successful witness by Rob, a perseverant witness, persevering in prayer, going to see them, taking me to see them. And I thought, won't do any good. But Rob said, the Lord can work miracles. And the day that I was privileged to baptize Collins and Odessa, I saw God indeed had worked a miracle through this successful servant of God. Successful by men's standards? No. But successful by God's standards? I'll take God's standards any day. Thanks for watching Don Howell, today's Minute Message.